Howdy folks, Jambareeqi here, and I'm going to review a Simpsons episode you might have forgotten, but once I start describing it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that episode, I love that one. It's called Bart on the Road, and it's from season 7. In Bart on the Road, it's go to work with Parents' Day for Bart and Lisa. While Lisa is sent to spend the day with Homer at the power plant, Bart is forced to suffer the boredom of working at the DMV with Patty and Selma. Luckily for Bart, he's left alone with the driving license machine and makes himself a fake ID. With the freedom to do adult activities, Bart hires a car and takes his friends on a road trip. Sure, it's hard to believe that Bart can both pull off looking 25 and drive a car without experience or lessons, but if you look past the implausibility, this is a great episode of The Simpsons. As I mentioned in my Lemon of Troy review, I really like episodes that focus on the Springfield kids simply hanging out or getting up to mischief, because their adventures are usually very charming and enjoyable. This episode is a fantastic example of why this formula works.
A cup holder! Bart, we gotta stop and get a cup! Bart? Cruise control, my good man. Everybody all set back here? Nelson, good to see ya. Martin, always a pleasure.
There's something exciting about a group of kids going on a secret road trip together, which will totally appeal to the fantasies of children watching the episode. At the same time, there are genuine consequences for Bart's road trip that will remind kids that the idea is dangerous, stupid, and shouldn't be done in real life. The writers wisely chose a varied selection of characters to join Bart's road trip, including aggressive bully Nelson, happy-go-lucky Martin, and dorky Milhouse. The mix of personalities result in some pretty funny interactions, particularly between Nelson and the nerdier kids.
Ow! Bart, Nelson hit me! He sure did.
While the kids don't stop the car much, the scenes they share in the car speak volumes for their personalities and relationships. Their road trip also has some standout jokes that always make me laugh.
You kids can't keep your heads to yourself. I'm gonna turn this car around and there'll be no Cape Canaveral for anybody. That's it, back to Winnipeg.
The episode is spiced up with two other plots. One focuses on Lisa's time spent with Homer at work, which starts off awkward but evolves into a lovely bonding opportunity for the father and daughter. It's touching to see Homer and Lisa casually spend time together and grow closer without any kind of scheme or dramatic conflict involved. Sometimes it's nice to just watch these characters hang out because they're so well defined and interesting.
Okay, time for truth or dare. You go first.
Truth. Ask me anything.
Who do you love most? Me, Bart, or Maggie?
Oh! All right, dare.
Homer and Lisa's plot ends up smoothly tying together with Bart's plot too, while also testing the new trust developed between the father and daughter, from their time spent together at the plant. I like it when Simpsons plots work neatly together to solve situations or challenge characters, because it's a good way of making everything connect and flow. The other plot centers on Marge, who grows lonely in the house because everyone is frequently away. Not much time is spent on this plot, but it's enough to add a little something to the episode. It also leads up to showing a darker side of Marge as she wakes up Maggie for company. It's interesting seeing Marge exhibit this side of her character because she's usually the most grounded family member.
Maggie, there.
To conclude, Bart on the Road superbly ties together a fun road trip with a simple father-daughter bonding plot. If you've not seen this episode before, then I encourage you to do so. It's really worth checking out. I've been Jambareeqi and I hope you enjoyed my review. Feel free to support me on my Patreon. Cheerio, folks.